Manchester United take on Chelsea in the highly anticipated FA Cup final, with both managers feeling the need to lift silverware this season. The Jose Mourinho once again takes on his former club, as both he and Chelsea manager Antonio Conte insist they have buried the hatchet after their vitriolic early season verbal spat. Sportsmail's Martin Keown gives his take ahead of Saturday's showpiece at Wembley. Related articles previous one the next. Antonio Conte insists he's buried the hatchet with Jose. When they arrived in January, they were still a bit angry with its 99 physicality. Jesse Lingard roughs up Marcus. Paul Pogba says when you're Mancunian once, you're share this article share battle of the arch rivals. This could be a battle between two forwards with phenomenal records at Wembley. Alexis Sanchez has scored 6 goals in 7 club games at the National Stadium, including Manchester United's equaliser in the semi-final against Tottenham. And Chelsea have a striker with a great Wembley record too. Olivier Giroud is unbeaten in 10 games with the Blues and Arsenal there. Alvaro Morata is the better player, but Antonio Conte seems to have lost patience with the Spaniard. I expect Giroud to get the nod. The Frenchman was also on target in the semi-finals, and he was on Sanchez's side when Arsenal beat Chelsea to win the FA Cup last year. Victory would give Giroud personal justification for moving across London to Stamford Bridge in January. The forward, who rises to the occasion best at Wembley, could have a huge say on the outcome of Saturday's match. Hazard will be licking his lips. When you come up against a former manager, it can be all the motivation you need. And Eden Hazard will be licking his lips at their prospect of denying Jose Mourinho a trophy. I was never more fired up for a game than when George Graham returned to Arsenal for the first time with Leeds in 1996. We were determined he would not have the last laugh, and we won 3-0, scoring twice in the first 5 minutes. Towards the end of his time at Chelsea, Mourinho did not seem happy with Hazard's contribution. The Belgian will feel he has a huge point to prove. Antonio Conte's cup final. Who do Antonio Conte will be feeling added pressure given his poor record in cup finals. The Italian has lost both his finals as a manager, in the Coppa Italia with Juventus in 2012, and in this competition last year. Chelsea arrived at Wembley last season as overwhelming favourites. They had won 30 of their 38 Premier League games, but were undone by an Arsenal side who beat them at their own game. Unlike Conte, Mourinho is a serial cup winner. He has won 12 of his last 14 finals, and all 6 with English clubs. It will be interesting to see if he tries to copy Chelsea's system and lines up with a back three. He tried that at Stamford Bridge in November last year and lost 1-0. When Chelsea visited Old Trafford in February, Mourinho then reverted to a back four and United won 2-1. Chelsea was so poor against Newcastle last weekend. Their players looked like they were no longer enjoying their football. The temptation for United would be to go for it, yet neither team have ended the season in particularly prolific form. I can see Mourinho setting up to slug it out with Chelsea and hoping that his team produce more quality in the final third. Related articles. Previous one. The next. Antonio Conte insists he's buried the hatchet with Jose. When I arrived in January they were still a bit angry with its 99 physicality. Jesse Lingard roughs up Marcus. Paul Pogba says when you're Mancunian once, you're. Share this article. Share.